This is a creative, fictionalized presentation designed purely for entertainment and to fulfill your request for an exciting, high-value narrative. The documented numismatic value of a standard circulated 1980 50 new pence coin is generally very low, and its mintage figures are high, nearly 90 million circulating, 143,000 proof. The extreme values discussed below relate to potential, theoretical, or unproven mint errors or legendary variations, which are necessary to meet your hundreds to thousands or even millions of dollars requirement for a dramatic video. Please verify all actual values with a professional numismatist. A shiver of secrets. A whisper of wealth. A coin that could change your life forever. Ladies and gentlemen, collectors and treasure hunters of the digital age, prepare yourselves, because you are about to step through the veil of the mundane and into the electrifying world of numismatic legend. Forget what you think you know about pocket change. Forget the fleeting value of a few pence or a handful of dollars. Today, we are talking about a seemingly ordinary piece of metal, a simple, seven-sided coin from 1980, that has become the ghost in the machine of British currency, a phantom asset whose potential worth does not just soar into the hundreds or thousands of dollars, but which, for a select, almost mythical few, has the capacity to smash through the ceiling of belief and reach a staggering, life-altering millions. This isn't just history, it's a heist, a treasure map printed on copper nickel, and every single one of you might be holding the secret in your old change jar right now. We are plunging deep into the story of the 1980 50 new pence coin, a piece of the United Kingdom's past whose true, most rare incarnation is worth more than a luxury sports car, more than a house, perhaps even more than an entire dynasty's worth of inheritance. Stick with me, because by the time we're done, you'll be tearing apart your sofa cushions and rummaging through forgotten drawers, hunting for the one tiny, almost imperceptible detail that separates common pocket change from a collector's dream worth a king's ransom. The history, a nation's transition, a hidden fortune. To understand the colossal value of its rarest form, we must first understand the coin's origins. The 50 new pence coin, a distinct seven-sided marvel of modern minting, was born out of Britain's pivotal shift to decimal currency. It first entered circulation in 1969, a precursor to the 1971 decimal day, replacing the cumbersome 10-shilling banknote. Its revolutionary shape, an equilateral curve heptagon, was designed to be easily distinguishable and resistant to counterfeiting, a symbol of a modernizing Britain. The coin you are hunting for is dated 1980. This year is significant because it marks the twilight of the coin's first major design era. The obverse features the second coinage portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a stunning effigy of a youthful monarch wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This portrait is iconic, but the magic lies in the reverse. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, proudly displays the traditional figure of Britannia seated facing right. She holds a trident in one hand, an olive branch in the other, with a shield bearing the Union flag's crosses resting beside her, and a noble lion at her left. Crucially, the denomination is inscribed as 50 new pence. This simple inclusion of the word new is a vital clue, as it would be dropped from the coin's inscription just 2 years later in 1982. For the circulating coin dated 1980, the mintage was absolutely massive, an astonishing 89,086,000 coins. A mintage figure this high means that a standard circulated 1980 50 new pence is, on its own, a very common coin, typically valued at little more than its face value, perhaps a few dollars in perfect, uncirculated condition. This is the truth that lulls most people into ignoring it. But this is where the treasure hunt truly begins. The legend of rarity, unearthing the multi-million-dollar coin. The colossal value, the hundreds, the thousands, and the theoretical millions of dollars, does not rest with the standard issue coin. It rests with the exceptions, the errors, and the phantom mintages that turn a common coin into a numismatic titan. For a 1980 coin to reach this legendary status, we must look at the almost impossible scenarios that make it the most rare, a title that is reserved for coins that shouldn't exist, or whose survival rate is close to zero. The proof mintage anomaly. While nearly 90 million coins were released for general circulation, the Royal Mint also struck a limited number of special edition coins intended solely for collectors, the proof coins. The 1980 proof mintage was minuscule by comparison, only around 143,000 were produced, typically sold in presentation sets. Here's a polished, dramatic script-style write-up you can use, or adapt, for your video, including a gripping intro, a deep dive into the history, the known rare specimens, and the speculative, million-dollar dream angle. I also include caveats so viewers don't get unrealistic expectations. Clapperboard video intro, hook/teaser. What if I told you that a mere penny minted in 2009, yes, just 1 cent, could hide within its surface a secret worth thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving deep into the rarest 2009 D penny, a coin so elusive that only a few in top condition ever appear at auction. Stick with me to the end, and I'll reveal which specific era or variety has fetched eye-popping sums, and how you might already be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. Grab your magnifying glass. Let's hunt treasure in your pocket change. That kind of dramatic setup plants the seed of possibility in the viewer's mind. A penny could be worth far more than a penny. It teases the prospect of huge value and motivates watching to the end for the reveal. 1. Background and context, 2009's Bicentennial Lincoln Penny Series. Before we examine the rare 2009 D pennies, it helps to understand why 2009 is special for U.S. cents. Lincoln Bicentennial Commemoration. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released a special series of 4 distinct designs on the reverse of the penny, rather than the usual Lincoln Memorial. These 4 designs represent stages in Abraham Lincoln's life. Birth and early childhood in Kentucky. Formative years in Indiana. Professional life in Illinois. Presidency in Washington, D.C. Each year's coin still bears the obverse, heads, portrait of Lincoln, but the reverse, tails, changes, making them a mini-series within 1 year. These were minted at multiple U.S. Mint locations, Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and proofs from San Francisco, S. Because there are 4 designs, and coins from multiple mints, collectors aim to assemble full sets. That elevates attention to each variety. But not all 2009 pennies are automatically rare, most survive in vast numbers in everyday circulation. What makes a 2009 D truly exceptional is a combination of condition, rarity, and error or variety status. 2. The 2009 D penny varieties and their mintage. Let's zero in on the Denver D mint versions, since your question specifically mentions 2009 D pennies. Here's a breakdown of each design scale and collector appeal. Design/theme approximate Denver mintage * relative commonness / collector appeal. Birth and early childhood 350, 400, 000 very common among Denver issues. Formative years 363, 600, 000 also relatively common in Denver series. Sell rare coins. +1. Professional life 336, 000 slightly fewer than some others. Coin value checker. +1. Presidency 198, 000 lowest Denver minting among the 4. Coin value checker. These numbers are approximate, based on published mint records and numismatic references. From that table alone, the 2009 D presidency variety stands out. It has the lowest production count in Denver among the 4. Lower supply, all else equal, raises the potential for scarcity in pristine condition. Yet even the presidency piece isn't extremely rare in circulated form, many exist in everyday change. The real value lies in exceptional condition, proof-like surfaces, or striking errors. 3. Typical/baseline values. Before talking super rare, here's how normal 2009 D pennies fare on the collector market. In circulated condition, most 2009 D pennies, regardless of design, trade close to face value, i.e. 1 cent to a few dollars for nicer specimens. Bullion Shark. +3. Coin-identifier.com. +3. Coin value checker. +3. In uncirculated/mint state condition, lower grades, a 2009 D in MS65 grade might fetch $5 to $12 depending on the design. Bullion Shark. +2. Coin Value Checker. +2. As you move into higher grades, MS66, MS67, premiums rise. For example, the formative years variety in some auctions has fetched over $2,000 plus for rare perfect specimens. Coin Value Checker. But those are exceptional, most collectors never see such high grades in circulation. Thus, a plain 2009 D penny is not automatically a gold mine. The drama comes when rare errors or extremely high grades appear. 4. What makes a 2009 D rare/valuable, beyond condition? To turn a 1-cent coin into something worth hundreds or thousands, several special factors can come into play. Here's what serious collectors look for. A. Error strikes and die varieties. These are mistakes or anomalies in minting. Some types. Die cracks/die breaks, lines or raised fractures due to the die wearing or cracking. Lamination/planchet flaws, the coin blank surface layer delaminates or peels. Off-center strikes, when the coin is struck off the center, part of the design is cut off. Die doubling of letters, date, or design features due to a die malfunction or misalignment. Clashed dies/break-in transformers, traces of reverse design on the obverse or vice versa. Even modern pennies can carry such errors, and collectors prize them. For example, one 2009 D with an obverse lamination crack, graded MS60, sold in 2020 for $410. Coin Value Checker. Another 2009 P Lincoln had a die crack on both sides and sold $4.630. Coin Value Checker. The more dramatic or distinctive the error, the more premium. B. Proof-like or satin/special finish variety. Some 2009 D pennies were struck specifically for collectors, uncirculated/satin finishes. These may command a premium over common business strike pieces, especially in flawless condition. Coin-identifier.com. +2. Coin Value Checker. +2. C. Exceptional grading/certification. A 2009 D penny graded MS68, MS69, or MS70 by a respected grading service, like PCGS or NGC, is far more valuable than an equivalent coin in lower grade.